Greetings and salutations all, I.S. Anderson here once again, and it is Wednesday, so today is another Top 5 Wednesday. Yes, today we're going to be doing the top 5 sequels, according to my opinion. Okay, and let's go ahead and get started. Number 5 is Water by Shauna Granger, no relation to Hermione, as far as I know. The reason why I chose this as number 5 is because this is an indie. A lot of you probably don't know this series. This is an indie published series. It's called the Elemental series. The first is called Earth, the second is called Air, and the third is Water, fourth being Fire, fifth being Spirit. And I chose this one because the author, you can tell she gets progressively better as these stories go along. And I haven't read any further than Water, but so far Water is the best in the series. The most happens in it. It deals with evil mermaids, actually. It's a pretty good story. I do recommend this series. You should check it out. And my number 5 top sequel is Water by Shauna Granger. Number 4 is The Scorch Trials by James Dashner. The Scorch Trials, I read this a while back, and I still haven't read The Death Cure, if you can believe it or not. Yeah, I know. But yeah, the Scorch Trials, it definitely is better than the first one. In fact, all these sequels I think are better than the original books. That's why I chose them. But in the Scorch Trials, a lot happens. You learn a lot more about the world that they're in, and you kind of get a better idea of why these kids are in this situation in the first place. And you also learn about the other experiment that was going on with the girls. And yeah, this is a pretty good series. I would definitely recommend this one also. And the Scorch Trials definitely better than the first one, although the first one was pretty good too. But I did like the Scorch Trials better, so number 4 is The Scorch Trials by James Dashner. Okay, so now number 3 is going to be The Arctic Incident by, probably going to mispronounce this, by Ian Colfer. Yeah, the Arctic Incident is the second in the Artemis Fowl series. It is a pretty good series. When I did my review of the very first one, Artemis Fowl, I kind of called it a children's book for adults, which I still hold to because it does kind of deal with adult matter, even though it is kind of kid-oriented. I know it sounds strange, but anyway, the reason why I chose this one is because not only does it improve upon the story as a whole, improve from the first one, but the characters of the fairies in the second one, they're a lot more sophisticated, they're a lot more intelligent, and not acting like buffoons like they were in the first one. So yeah, I thought the Arctic Incident was a definite improvement over the first one, plus it deals with a lot of different intrigue like international crime and all that stuff. But yeah, definitely want to read the Artemis Fowl series if you get a chance. So number 3 is the Arctic Incident from that series. Number 2 is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. I mean, I don't think there's too much that I have to say about this book. I mean, pretty much everybody has read it. The Harry Potter series is probably the most popular series. The reason why I like number 4 the best is because I think the most happens in it. I mean, there's just no dull parts to it at all. I mean, there's still character development and you learn a lot about everything. But I mean, it's still just nonstop, and plus the trials and tribulations that Harry goes through, not just with the tournament itself, but with his relationship with Ron and everybody else. It's just a very good, involved book and just never drags. And I do think it's the best in the series, so I give my number 2 nod to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So what sequel do I give number 1 past Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire? Well, that would be A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. And, the Song of Ice and Fire, I've talked about it before, and it is a very good series, even though, I mean, I have stated I don't particularly care for George R.R. Martin's style, but still the series as a whole is it's just so intriguing, and the characters are just so in-depth. The reason why I think Storm of Swords is the best sequel out of everything is just because, I mean, let's face it, the Red Wedding, that had more of an impact on everybody than anything else you can think of. I mean, I don't see any other reaction videos to any Harry Potter series or any other series I can think of, and this has just captivated everybody so much, and so much happens in Storm of Swords. that I really just didn't feel I had any choice but to choose that as number one. So that is my number one choice. Okay, and that was this week's top 5. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, I leave my pertinent contact information down below in the abyss. Please comment, rate, subscribe. You know the drill. And until we meet next time, this is everybody. This is I.S. Anderson saying, everybody, make your lives grand and have a good day. Thank you very much. And remember, kids, Thanksgiving has turkey, Halloween has candy, Christmas has ham. St. Patrick's Day has food coloring.